you've been seeing the term AI agent absolutely everywhere lately and feeling maybe just a little bit overwhelmed by all the technical jargon, well, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're going to demystify these complex concepts together. And honestly, the best part? We're going to do it using a really simple scaffolding approach. We'll build strictly on concepts you already know and use every single day. No coding degree required for this explainer, just clear, structured learning.
So here is our game plan for today. First, demystifying AI buzzwords. Second, Level 1, language models. Third, Level 2, AI workflows. Fourth, Level 3, AI agents. And we'll wrap up with number 5, the evolution of AI.
All right, let's dive into Section 1, demystifying AI buzzwords and cutting through the noise.
You know, the tech industry really loves throwing around intimidating terms, but the absolute most crucial question we need to answer today is this: what actually is an AI agent? Getting a straight, simple answer without hitting a giant wall of code is surprisingly difficult, but that is exactly the problem we're going to solve right now.
You've probably seen these phrases thrown around on social media like confetti, right? Agentic capabilities, RAG, React framework. It honestly sounds like a completely foreign language. But listen, if you know how to type a simple prompt into ChatGPT, you already have the foundational knowledge you need. By the end of this explainer, I promise you, these concepts will make perfect logical sense.
Moving on to Level 1, language models. This is the foundation you already know. Kicking things off at Level 1, we're looking at large language models. Think ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude. The process here is super simple. Step 1, you provide an input. Step 2, the model produces an output. So if you ask it to draft an email requesting a coffee chat with someone named Elon Husky, the AI just effortlessly outputs that email for you, and let's be real, it's probably way more polite than any of us would be in real life. It's just input leading directly to output. But there are some strict limitations to this Level 1 foundation. Imagine you asked that exact same AI, hey, when is my next coffee chat with Elon Husky? Well, the AI is going to fail. And it fails because of two key traits. First off, it lacks access to your personal proprietary data. It literally cannot see your Google Calendar. Second, language models at this level are entirely passive. They just sit there waiting for your human prompt. They don't take any initiative. Keep those limitations in the back of your mind as we step up our scaffolding. And that brings us to Level 2 AI workflows, where we start adding predefined paths. Notice how the formula evolves here. An AI workflow is your input plus a human-set predefined path. So if you tell the AI, hey, every time I ask about a personal event, search my Google Calendar before responding, it can now successfully tell you when you're meeting Elon Musk. But, and this is a big but, if you then ask, what will the weather be like that day? It fails again. Why? Because we didn't predefine a path for checking the weather. It only does exactly what humans explicitly code it to do, nothing more. Real quick, before we move on, let's demystify our first big buzzword, RAG, which stands for Retrieval Augmented Generation. Honestly, in simple terms, RAG is just a process that helps AI models look things up before they answer you, like accessing that calendar we just talked about or checking a weather API. It is simply a type of Level 2 AI workflow where the AI retrieves external data. Boom, first buzzword conquered. Now, this perfectly illustrates what a Level 2 workflow looks like out in the real world. Using an automation tool like make.com, a human manually sets up every single step of a complex task. Step 1, the human sets the workflow to compile links to news articles into Google Sheets. Step 2, the workflow uses an AI like Perplexity to summarize those articles. Step 3, it uses Claude to draft a LinkedIn post based on that summary. Step 4, the human schedules it to run automatically every single day at 8 a.m. Step 1, do this. Step 2, do this. It is a fantastic time-saving workflow, but it's strictly following a path built entirely by a human. The other big thing to remember is that within an AI workflow, the trial and error is driven entirely by the human. Think about that daily LinkedIn post we just generated. What if you read it and it just isn't funny enough for your brand? The AI is not going to fix it on its own. The human decision maker has to manually intervene, go back into the workflow, rewrite the prompt given to Claude, and then test the whole sequence all over again. You, the human, are doing all the iterating. All right, here we go. Level 3, AI agents. This is the autonomous paradigm shift. This right here is the absolute most critical difference we are going to cover in this explainer. The one massive change that has to happen for a workflow to become a true AI agent is the complete replacement of the human decision maker. In a workflow, you plan the approach and you tell the AI which tools to operate. But in an AI agent, the language model itself is the decision maker. It reasons autonomously to figure out the best approach, and then it acts via the tools it decides to use. Which brings us right to our next buzzword, the React framework. This is the most common configuration for AI agents, and honestly, it just means the agent must reason and act. So, given the goal of compiling news, the agent literally reasons to itself. Is Microsoft Word best for this? No, a spreadsheet makes more sense. Then it acts. I will autonomously use Google Sheets to input the data. It reasoned and it acted, all without any predefined path from you.
A third key trait of a true AI agent is its ability to iterate entirely by itself. Remember in level 2 when you had to manually rewrite the prompt because that LinkedIn post wasn't funny enough? A true AI agent loops through that autonomously. Step 1, it drafts version 1 of the post. Step 2, it autonomously decides to critique its own output against LinkedIn best practices. Step 3, it iterates and revises, running through that cycle over and over again until the criteria are met and the post is absolutely perfect. All of that happens without you lifting a finger. Let's look at a really powerful, real-world example of this from AI pioneer Andrew Ng. He put together a demonstration of what he calls a vision agent. Basically, a human simply types the keyword skier. That is the only input. Then, the agent takes over completely. It reasons what a skier actually looks like, a person on skis going fast on snow. It then acts by autonomously scanning through hours of raw video footage. Finally, it identifies what it thinks a skier is, indexes that clip, and returns the finished product to the user. This agent autonomously searched and tagged the footage, saving a human hours of mind-numbing manual review. It's just an incredible application of reasoning and acting.
Section 5, the evolution of AI. Let's summarize our journey.
Looking at this evolution perfectly cements exactly how task processing has changed. At level 1 with language models, human input goes directly to AI output. It's passive, it's dependent. Then at level 2, AI workflows add a human-set predefined path. The AI can look things up, but only if we strictly tell it exactly how to do it. Finally, at level 3 with AI agents, a human simply provides a goal. That's it. The AI takes over, utilizing reasoning, acting, and autonomous iteration until it achieves the desired output. The AI is finally driving the ship. And there you have it. You have successfully cut through the noise, demystified the buzzwords, and climbed the scaffolding from a simple passive chatbot all the way up to a fully autonomous agent. So I want to leave you with this final, exciting thought. As AI evolves from passively following our predetermined paths to autonomously making complex decisions to achieve our goals, what time-consuming task are you going to hand over to your first AI agent? Thank you so much for learning with this explainer today, and keep exploring.